Hello world, Geriatric Geek here. How in the heck are you? I hope you're doing great. It's another beautiful morning here in North Las Vegas, Sunday, the 17th of April, 2022. Thanks for stopping by. We're going to talk a little bit about Hamilton Book. Not the books, the movies. They also sell movies. Yeah, Hamilton Book is kind of they do a monthly thing where they get in a whole bunch of new movies and they price their stuff very low, and most of the time the stuff I pick up ends up at Dollar Tree. Let's be honest. So that's what I call this kind of series. This is Hamilton Book out and about virtually, soon to be at Dollar Tree. So if you guys, well, first off, I'm going to show off all these movies, and if you've seen them at Dollar Tree already, let me know down below. I kind of have a feeling I've seen a couple of them, but I was never able to snag them. So if that's the case, I'll mention that possibly. So let's get into it. Let me show you what I picked up from Hamilton Book. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can go to Hamilton Book and pick up your own if you're interested. They have really good titles there also, but the ones I buy are the real low tier, independent horror kinds of things, stuff I don't have in my collection, basically, and that's getting harder and harder to do. Let me just be honest, well over 9,000 horror titles alone, so in my collection. So anyway, let's get started. First up, live, beautiful girls enslaved in a human menagerie? Yeah, menagerie. Terror Circus. Probably, well, I like the cover. I do like the cover. This used to be called, I believe, AKA Barn of the Naked Dead. You can see why they probably changed the title to Terror Circus. Terror Circus is not rated, 84 minutes long, from 1974. I was still in the Air Force. No. Brain fart. I was still in college at that time. Yeah. I was in college. Junior year of college when this came out. Yeah, let's check it out. Let's see. 3 beautiful young women are bound for Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. To become showgirls. It's not long before their car breaks down, stranding them in the middle of the Nevada desert. Yikes. After spending the night in their car, a man named Andre offers them a lift to his place and a tow truck. But the girls quickly learn there's more to Andre than meets the eye, and they're soon taken prisoners, joining a slew of other women. Wow, Andre fancies himself a ringleader. And, excuse me, my eyes are watering and I cannot read. And these girls are trained and whipped like animals in a circus. Sounds terrible. But I'm going to check it out. It probably will not make the shelf, but you never know. All right. Next up, all of these are probably, I think I paid less than $5 for all of these guys. So I don't expect Oscar-winning stuff here, but hey, Nicole Kidman was in this one, and I didn't have it. It's not a horror title per se. It's called Stoker. I saw Nicole Kidman was in it. It was for cheap. I said, what the heck? Maybe my wife will watch this with me. Who knows? Stoker is 2013, R-rated, 99 minutes. It's a thriller, drama type, but it does get really good reviews. Like 70% of the people that watched this liked it. Yeah, evidently it's kind of a thought-provoking drama thriller. So I'm up for thought-provoking. Holy moly. This is a beautifully executed mystery, it says. Very small writing. Following the death of her father, India, who's Nicole, meets her charismatic uncle, whom she never knew existed. When he moves in to the comfort India and her mother. Oh, well, I see. This is very small. When he moves in to comfort India and her mother, the two find that the newest member of their family might actually be their worst nightmare. Very small writing, you guys. Oh, let me show you how small that is. My glasses aren't doing their job today. Anyway, do not disturb the family. Stoker. If you've seen that one, let me know what you thought. It looks interesting. I'm going to check it out. Next up, Tony Todd is in this movie and shows shades of Clockwork Orange. We shall see. Something called Brian Loves You. I think I've seen this one in Dollar Tree as maybe a DVD, but I'm not sure. Let me know down below if you guys have seen this one. Brian Loves You, 92 minutes long, 2008. It's not rated. It's basically I like cult movies, so this evidently has a cult theme to it. Got Tony Todd and George Wendt. I love George Wendt. In the early 90s, a 32-year-old psychotherapist, Jonathan, began to suspect that his small Arizona community was being taken over by a homicidal religious cult known as Followers of Brian. What starts as innocent inquisitiveness quickly turns into a violent and harrowing fight for his freedom and survival. Whoa. Of course, Tony Todd, Candyman. Can't wait to check it out. Let me know if you guys have seen that one. It doesn't get very good reviews. Let me just say that, though. Next, I'm pretty sure I've seen this one in Dollar Tree, but I've never been able to pick it up, especially on Blu-ray, that I recall. Cherry Tree. What a crazy-looking cover that is. Cherry Tree is not rated. 86 minutes long, 2015. It's a horror mystery. It's an Irish film. I like my Irish films. Kind of a Rosemary's Baby take from what I'm getting in this movie. Gets about half the people that watch it like it. And I like witch stories, so that's basically what this is all about, a witch story. And it's written in red, which I also have trouble reading. Faith's world is turned upside down after she finds out that her beloved father is dying. When the mysteriously alluring Sissy Young becomes her new hockey coach, Faith has no idea that Sissy is the head of a witches' coven that has resided in her hometown of Orchard for centuries. Using the fruit of an ancient cherry tree in a bloody ritual, the witches can bring the dead and dying back to life. And when Susie offers to cure Faith's father, she lures the young woman into a dangerous deal that will leave her fighting for her life. Cherry Tree is the sexy, gory, and haunting new film by David Keating. Okay. We'll give it a go. Like I said, let me know if you saw this in Dollar Tree. If it hasn't been there, it will be soon. Mark my word. Next up, Jim Sturgis, Noel Clarke, Clemence Posey, Eddie Marsan, and Timothy Spall in Heartless. There we go. Too much glare. I'm sorry. Heartless is not rated. 114 minutes from 2000 and I believe it says 2009. It's a fantasy horror. It's a British film, and it gets about 60% of the people that watch it like it. So we'll see. Intelligent, gripping, and stunning, it says. Acclaimed visionary director Philip Ridley returns to the screen after a 14-year absence. Sturgis is a talented young photographer whose disfiguring birthmark makes him feel an outsider in the rough patch of East London he calls home. Developing pictures he's taken in an abandoned lot. Jamie sees a hooded figure peering from behind a window. Investigating, he stumbles into a horrific world of reptilian monsters, posing as street gangs, violence inflicted on the most innocent, and a demon with the power to offer Jamie everything he's ever dreamed of at a deadly price. All right. Sounds interesting. Let me know if you've seen that one. Next up, Don't Let Evil In. I've not seen this one at Dollar Tree yet, but it's going to be there. In the Trap. In the Trap is from 2019, non-rated, 94 minutes, horror thriller. And, about 40% of the people watch it, like it. We shall see. Philip, a young proofreader, has been living in a self-imposed prison. Convinced that an evil force wants to take possession of his soul, he secludes himself in his childhood apartment, the only place where he thinks he's able to keep himself safe. But a meeting with a mysteriously alluring young woman makes him question his beliefs. Have the demons that have haunted him all his life been simply a product of his own imagination, or is this new temptation yet another trap the devil has set for him? A chillingly claustrophobic take on demonic possession and the nature of faith. In the Trap is a nail-biting suspense thriller where nothing, not even salvation, is as it seems. Sounds interesting. In the Trap. Another zombie flick, it looks like. It Stains the Sands Red. It Stains the Sands Red. Not rated, 92 minutes from 2016. It's a horror sci-fi flick. And apparently it's a zombie flick. Yay, more than half the people that watch it like it. In the throes of a zombie apocalypse, Molly, a troubled woman from Las Vegas with a dark past, finds herself stranded in the desert with a lone ravenous zombie on her tail. At first, she's easily able to outpace her undead pursuer, but things quickly become a nightmare when she realizes the zombie doesn't need to ever stop and rest. Running low on supplies and beat down by the harsh environment, Molly will have to summon the strength she never knew she had to ultimately face both the zombie and the demons that have chased her all her life. Sounds interesting. Vegas themed. I like it. Oh, man. All right. Another interesting looking one. Grave of the Living Dead. You know this one's coming to Dollar Tree real soon, don't you? Grave of the Living Dead is not rated, 70 minutes, 2020. About half the people that watch it like it. It's put out by Red Eye. Red Eye tends to end up in Dollar Tree. Multiply your taste for terror with this collection of 7 blood-soaked tales from beyond the grave. Features short horrors from directors Pat Cusinati, Sam Mason Bell, Dustin Ferguson, and more. For the fans of Creepshow, Tales from the Crypt, VHS, ABCs, and Death and Trick or Treat, here you go. So, an anthology-type film, apparently. Yeah, we'll check it out. Next up, What Does Evil Look Like? Excellent. One powerful horror film by IFC called Dark Touch. Not rated, 91 minutes from 2013. It's another Irish film. Yay. 4.8 people on IMDb. 4.8 is the percentage on IMDb that like this film. After a mysterious and bloody massacre in their isolated country house leaves her parents and younger brother dead, 11-year-old Neve is taken by police to friends of the family to be looked after. When Neve tries to explain that an evil force within the house caused her family's deaths, she met with disbelief from both the authorities and her new family. As the police try to find the crime's real perpetrators, Neve is given a social worker to try to ease her trauma. But before long, it becomes apparent that whatever killed her family has followed Neve to her new home, and soon she and all those around her are in mortal danger of its malevolent power. Sounds good. Dark touch. All right. Next up, we're getting down to the bottom of it here. Guillermo del Toro presents an IFC release of Julia's Eyes. Julia's Eyes is 117 minutes, not rated, from 2010. It's a horror mystery. Most people that watch it like it. Evidently, it's very atmospheric. One of my favorite kind of horror genre is the atmospheric stuff. I like that. From producer Guillermo del Toro comes a tale of dread and terror from the darkest corners of reality. Julia, a woman suffering from a degenerative sight disease, finds her twin sister, Sarah, hanged in the basement of her house. Everything points to suicide, but Julia is compelled to investigate what she intuitively feels is a murder case. Determined to retake her sister's final steps, she is drawn into a maze of hidden threats and spiraling dread, a dark world that seems to hide a mysterious, malevolent presence. As Julia begins to uncover clues to the truth of her sister's death, those close to her begin to disappear. Her sight gone and confined to her sister's house, Julia soon finds herself trapped in a nightmare from which she cannot awake. Wow. Sounds good. We shall see. If you've seen that one, let me know. Next up, Love Will Haunt You. All right. In The Siren. The Siren is not rated, 79 minutes, 2019. It's a fantasy horror. About half the people that watch it like it, apparently. The Siren is an enthralling, seductive, and creepy supernatural tale about cursed, star-crossed lovers. Tom rents a cabin on a secluded lake marked by a local legend of a lovelorn spirit who haunts the surrounding woods and drowns anyone she encounters. Drawn to her immediately, Tom knows he has found his soulmate in the seemingly human Nina, who must battle to repress her demonic instincts when she feels the same towards him. Meanwhile, a man possessed by vengeance circles the pair, getting ever closer to tracking down the monster that murdered his husband. Okay. Part dark fairy tale and part elegant nightmare. The Siren is a heart-wrenching story of passion and revenge that will take hold of you and never let you go. The Siren. Next up, another Blu-ray. Something ingenious by IFC. The Damned. Look at that. Nice cover. The Damned is R-rated, 87 minutes, 2013 horror mystery. More than half the people that watch it liked it. En route from having retrieved his rebellious teenage daughter from the city of Bogota, Colombia, David Reynolds and his new fiancée suffer a car crash that leaves them stranded at a run-down, isolated inn. Sensing something sinister from the mysterious old innkeeper, the family discovers a young girl locked in the basement and determines to set her free. But little do they know that the seemingly innocent girl is an embodiment of pure evil, and that their act of charity could have cataclysmic consequences. Both exotic and terrifying, The Damned is a white-knuckle suspense ride that explores possession in a fresh new way. We shall see. If you've seen this one, and let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Next, now I'm pretty sure I have seen this one out and about somewhere, but it's Al Pacino as Manglehorn. This is not a horror flick. This is a drama. It's PG-13, 97 minutes, from 2014. But I love Al Pacino, and more than half the people that have watched this liked it. I thought, what the heck? Evidently, it's a good character piece. Reclusive small-town locksmith A.J. Manglehorn has never quite recovered from losing the love of his life, Clara. Fixated on her memory, he feels closer to his beloved cat than the people around him and prefers to find comfort in his work and daily routine. Still, he forges on with his tenuous human connections, maintaining intermittent contact with his son, taking misplaced pride in a former protege gone astray, and establishing a cautious friendship with a kind-hearted woman from the local bank. As this solitary man approaches the possibility of new love, he finds himself at a crossroads between staying mired in the past and embracing the present. Okay. I don't know. My wife may like this more than I, but if you've seen it, let me know what you thought. And last up, okay. Next up, sorry for that little break there. I had to talk to my wife. She was screaming at me. Well, trying to get my attention. Catfight. Catfight is the last one I have. And, yeah, this looks kind of funny, funky. It's got Sandra Oh in it, Anne Heck, and Alicia Silverstone. So I picked it up for real cheap on Hamilton Book. Catfight is from 2016, 95 minutes, not rated. It's an action comedy. And 60% of the people that watch it liked it. So I thought I'd give it a go. And something my wife can watch with me. She doesn't like my horror films, by the way, if you didn't know. Veronica and Ashley were good friends in college, but now find themselves in a very different walks of life. Veronica has become the entitled, wine-loving wife of a rich businessman, while Ashley, along with her lover Lisa, struggles to make ends meet as an artist. When they bump into each other at a fancy cocktail party, what starts as a friendly conversation quickly turns caustic before erupting into a vicious, bloody fight that will change both of their lives forever. Okay? I like Alicia and Sandra, so there you go. So that's it. That's everything from Hamilton Book, a.k.a. soon to be at Dollar Tree. Like I said before, if you've seen any of those at Dollar Tree, let me know down below. I have not, I don't think I've seen, but maybe a couple of them out and about somewhere. But I didn't have them in my collection, so thought I'd pick them up. So hey, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I really appreciate that. Also, hit the notification bell so you know when I have another video available for you. So that's it, you guys, from North Las Vegas. You guys keep smiling. Keep having fun. Keep that positive attitude about you. And until next time, peace.